Um, President Donald J. Trump. In the immortal words of Negan from The Walking Dead, are we pissing our pants yet? Yeah, it's my little Lucille prop. Anywho, yeah, so that happened. So I suppose this will be part 2 of my thoughts on the 2016 presidential election. I had a part 2, but I have been unable to edit the fucker. So I'm just going to make this video without any edits. I'm going to have to check, to see how long the video goes on for. My thoughts on the election of Donald Trump. Fuck. I'm still processing that it happened. And I'm still processing the fact that Hillary Clinton is such a fuck-up, such a terrible politician, such a complete and utter failure as a candidate, that she could lose to Donald fucking Trump. So, Democratic National Committee. Was it such a good idea to rig the election for Hillary? To rig the primary election? To rig it against Bernie Sanders and rig it for Hillary Clinton? Because she's the establishment insider, and the establishment is awesome, and she's gonna be great, and she'll win easily. Herp-de-derp-derp-derp-derp. You fucking idiots! We tried to warn you. We tried to warn you. We told you she is the weakest candidate that you could possibly run. A flying squirrel could have beat Donald Trump. Anyone but Hillary Clinton could have beat Donald Trump. So, what are my thoughts on Hillary Clinton? If I were you, I'd go hide in a cave in fucking Guatemala somewhere and stay there. Because that is probably the most embarrassing defeat in American history. It's not hyperbole. That's not like, oh, I'm exaggerating. No, the most embarrassing defeat in American history. She was beaten by an orange buffoon. Now, Donald Trump, do I think he's going to be a good president? No! Of course he's not going to be a good president. But I'm not one of these liberals that goes around, like I saw on social media people saying, impeach Trump, get rid of Trump, impeach him. The motherfucker isn't even elected. He's elected. He's the president-elect. He is not the president. And you're already talking about impeachment. How does that make you any better than right-wing Tea Party Republicans that were saying that Obama should be impeached for no reason? You gotta fucking wait for him to do something to be impeached for. This is what makes liberals better than right-wingers. That we don't do shit like that. So this reaction by some of my fellow liberals that, they're already talking about impeachment. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wait for him to drop a nuclear bomb on fucking Europe or something crazy, then talk about impeachment. And I'm not saying he's going to drop a nuclear bomb. I don't know what that's what makes that right now. Obama is meeting Trump in the Oval Office. Boy, to be a fly on the wall in that meeting. But, fuck, I lost my train of thought. How can you possibly claim to be any better than right-wing conservatives when you're already talking this bullshit about impeachment? That's crazy. It's crazy talk. At least wait for him to do something bad. I am not a person that is just going to be like, fuck him, fuck him, fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. From day one, he's terrible, and that's that. What terrifies Washington and everyone in the establishment is that they don't know what he's going to do. He was just saying whatever the hell was coming to his own head when he was running for the presidency. Nobody knows what the hell this guy's going to do when he is actually the 45th president of these United States. I can't even believe the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. Donald Trump will be. President Obama is going to have to hand the keys over to Donald Trump. We live in a crazy-ass time. If you watch my first video that I made on the 2016 election, I said that we are entering a new political era. That was before Trump won. That was in October 10th, I think I said that. And I am proven to be absolutely 100% prophetic about that. This is absolutely a new beginning for politics. It's all fucking changed now. You can take that political playbook that they've been using since the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, toss it in a fucking bonfire, because it is done. The level of shock that people had that Trump won, I wasn't that shocked. So, do I think he's going to be a good president? Hell no. Do I think that he has the potential to be a slightly more moderate, slightly more reasonable president than you might think? Sure, he could be. The guy used to be a fucking Democrat. He has a lot of somewhat liberal views. He was more... In some aspects, Donald Trump was more liberal than Hillary, I'm gonna bomb everyone so that I can feel tough, Clinton. Hillary, I can't even beat Donald Trump, Clinton. So, he could be... that's why I say I'm gonna wait until he is the president, and I start seeing what the hell he's gonna do to judge. Because us liberals are supposed to be the reasonable ones. We're supposed to be the fair, level-headed ones. And I'm not going to change that just because everyone is scared. Oh, it's Hitler, he's come to power. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, you know who else was Hitler? George Bush was Hitler. You know who else was Hitler? Ronald Reagan was Hitler. Every time liberals don't fucking like someone, they call them Hitler. That would not happen in the United States of America. Sorry, I don't believe it would. It wouldn't happen. They're already talking about impeaching him. You think that he's gonna fucking put people in concentration camps? He would be impeached so fast it would make your head spin, as he would say. And then we would have fucking Mike Pence, who is arguably worse in almost every way than Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is somewhat liberal when it comes to foreign policy. Sometimes. Other times he says, we have to take out their families, the families of terrorists. And other times he's like, why are we spending all this money over there when we should be spending it over here? Why are we the police of the world? You know, he goes back and forth, because he just says whatever the hell pops into his head. So... LGBT rights. He's somewhat pro, I believe he's not going to, overturn gay marriage or anything like that. Mike Pence, on the other hand, is not pro-gay in any stretch of the imagination. he's gonna enact right-wing terrible policies. I'm sure of it. He's going to appoint horrible right-wing justices. Sorry, I just ate, and I'm like, oh, ate breakfast. He's gonna appoint really bad Supreme Court justices. I'm sure of that too. But I'm just gonna wait and see what the fuck happens. Because honestly, no one knows what the hell's gonna happen. So yeah, I gotta see how long. Alright, 10 minutes already, and they're just watching that door, see if anybody comes out. They somehow managed to not capture on film Trump going into the White House for the first time as president-elect. Way to fucking fail, CNN. Good job. And I definitely watched CNN's coverage of the election, because I had to watch them fucking squirm. They were they were beside themselves. John King was going on his little board, and he was like, well, maybe she could take this county, and there might be a little bit of votes in this county, but maybe she could still do it. And oh my god, Trump is fucking president. Yeah, they were freaking out. The Young Turks were... Cenk Uygur was practically throwing papers. He was like, freaking out. John Iadarola looks like he was ready to hang himself by his tie. Anna Kasparian started talking about how she thought America was... Basically, that she thought, it was because Hillary was a woman. Stop! Stop it! I would have fucking voted for Elizabeth Warren like that. And so would many people. If Elizabeth Warren had been the candidate, she would have won like that. If Elizabeth Warren had been Hillary's vice presidential pick, she would have won like that. She picked... This is how fucking arrogant Hillary Clinton is. She picked Tim fucking Kaine. She picked Tim Kaine. Who the fuck is Tim Kaine? Nobody knows who the fuck Tim Kaine is. Nobody likes Tim Kaine. The guy is creepy looking when you look at him. I hate to hear him talk. If I never see Tim Kaine's face again for the rest of my life, I could die a happy man. So... I'm just ranting at this point. Hillary did so many fucking things wrong. The only people that... You can't blame people that voted for Jill Stein. You can't blame people that voted for Gary Johnson. You can't blame people who voted for the Flying Spaghetti Monster. The only one to blame is Hillary Clinton and the terrible campaign that she ran and the terrible corruption that it oozes out of her. People can see it on her, that she is just the embodiment of everything that is corrupt and wrong with this fucking country. So, in closing... we're all fucked. No, I'm just kidding. We'll have to see if we're all fucked. I really hope that he comes around on climate change, because we will be fucked if we just sit on our hands and don't do shit about climate change. Yeah, what a fucking crazy election this was. And Donald Trump won. It's fucking crazy. This is going to be an election for the history books. I mean, all elections end up in a history book. Well, 2012, I don't know about that. Like, sure, it's in there. But 2016 was a huge year for the entire world. Huge election. And, I gotta shave this shit. Again, as Negan would say. Yeah, so, in closing... Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a wild ride. January 20th, 2017, the Donald John Trump administration begins. We pissing our pants yet? Boy, do I have a feeling we're getting close. It's going to be pee-pee pants city here real soon.